And
money to like.
My name is Josie. My friends call me Restless. After getting married and having a child, I felt I had lost my adventurous spirit. I'm not one to sit idle, so I went in search of myself. I decided to add world traveler to my job description, asking other people what makes them happy. Let's see what I find. With Raph Bruhwiler, who's one of Canada's top surfers. Hey Raph.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, good. So can you tell us how you first got into surfing?
Well, I grew up on Chesterman's Beach, which is in Tofino, right on the beach, and that was our backyard. So that's what we did. That was our playground, and we just you know, wake up in the morning, look out the front door, and just run out to the beach and surf. And just by seeing other people surfing, we all started doing it at a really young age.
Do you remember the first person you saw surf?
I don't remember the first person I seen surfing, but I just remember there was people surfing, maybe like one or two guys probably back then in front of the house, and it just kind of looked fun. And you know, my dad was a faller, and he fell a couple trees for a lift to surf back then, and he traded for some wetsuits, and he bought an old board for me from a neighbor. And one of our neighbors surfed, so he kind of helped us get into it. He had a big soft top. And there was just a bunch of kids back then, and we all kind of started together, and some of us kept going, and others, you know, went on to other things.
So you're one of only a handful of Canadians that are sponsored. How hard was that to get a sponsorship?
I don't really remember. It just kind of came about, you know, just like I entered my first contest when I was 13. And I was in the advanced division, and I ended up winning the whole event. And then after that, just things kind of just, you know, came together and snowballed, and you know, I started getting wetsuits and clothing, and you know, until I really started getting paid by sponsors, it wasn't probably till my mid-20s, so it was for a while after that. So
you started when it was kind of a fringe sport. Did you ever think that you would make a living from surfing?
Yes and no. I mean, when I was growing up, I just loved surfing, so I just did it. So I didn't really think I would ever really make money out of it. I knew I wanted to do it for the rest of my life and surf. I always kind of wanted to be able to make a living so I can keep surfing, and
of course,
to make a living doing something you love is kind of, I think, everybody's goal in life.
Usually you're surfing with your brother and Peter DeVries, and you guys are dominating the leaderboard whenever we have a comp here in Tofino. So how has that influenced the way you surf?
Well, it definitely pushes me. The level in this country is getting higher. There's definitely, you know, better and better surfers coming out. Something would be wrong if the next generation wasn't better than the generation now. Every generation should step up and be, you know, be better. And it's good to see all these young guys, and you know, I feel that me, Sepp, and Pete, hopefully we've paved the way for a lot of future
I think so.
surfers.
Yeah, inspired some of them too, I'm sure. So Raph, you spend a lot of time going out to the West Coast in your boat and looking for new breaks, new places to surf. When did you first get inspired to do that?
Basically just when I was surfing these crappy beach breaks around here and wanting to surf something better, I guess. It's just the adventure of just going camping, and it's, you know, it's not even really that much of surfing great waves. It's just the whole getting there is all part of it too, and camping out, and then, you know, you got some of my best trips, the waves have been really bad. And you go out there and you have like the best time ever, you know. You're just out in the middle of nowhere, and there's nobody around, and look at the place we live in. It's, you know, it's beautiful, and look at the sport we do. It's the best sport in the world.
Why wouldn't they want to do it?
So tell me, how has the surf scene changed from 20 years ago when you first started surfing and it was a fringe sport to today where everybody's trying it, everybody's loving it? It's become Canada's new wild child sport.
Basically 20 years ago there was no surf scene here.
Zero surf scene.
And now now there's a huge surf scene. Everybody surfs, right?
Yeah.
It was really rare to see somebody with a surfboard on the roof of a car.
Yeah.
Now it's every second car has a surfboard, or a couple surfboards, usually soft tops on the top of the car. So yeah, it's definitely a great place to learn to surf. Yeah, it's a surf destination. For beginners, it's probably one of the better spots in the world to surf.
So Raph, you got to surf with the Olympic torch and you've done some toe-ins in Oregon. Tell me, what are your future goals?
Just keep doing what I'm doing, basically.
Doing what you love.
Yeah, just keep surfing and providing for my family, and, you know, while surfing, and get my kids surfing more.
That's a good goal.
Go hang out in the tropics more. Keep surfing and keep you know, trying to progress. I mean, it, you know, definitely gets harder the older you get.
Yeah.
You get lazy, but, you know, I want to keep doing that, and basically just trying to surf really good waves.
That sounds fantastic. Yeah. Especially the one about teaching your kids to surf, because I think that must just be so rewarding.
Yeah. Once you see your kids stoked and they're riding waves, you kind of remember how it was when you first learned to surf, and, you know, you're stoked. So you definitely, when you surf a lot, you definitely need more to get satisfied.
Yes.
But when you're a beginner and, you know, you can see the you know, their face light up, it's pretty cool to see it.
Their first wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
When did you first think, oh, I want to take a boat and go out to the West Coast and look for, you know, maybe some point breaks, some reef breaks that no one's ever surfed before?
No, there's none of those around here.
Cut.